What's up guys, today I got inside some of the shacks I was talking about in my previous video that have the keypads outside, which you can't interact with yet, but I've actually been able to get inside a few of these locations and they've got some pretty big intel inside them to do with the Easter egg. And if you guys are new here, make sure you like the video and hit sub so you can keep up to date with everything I post Modern Warfare and Warzone related. You better be doing it, boys. So inside this shack, which is located just east of the TV station, obviously you can't get inside this. I was able to magically poof myself inside, and the first thing I saw was this huge map of Verdansk highlighting some key areas. The first being the prison, and then above that is the train station, and then you can also see the airport, and the last thing that's highlighted is the stadium. And I think all of these are key locations for the Easter egg and just like the whole story of, you know, what's going to be happening throughout the whole game. We already know something's going to be happening with stadium and the train station pretty soon, and here's like a little up close bit of the Russian writing above each photo. If you guys can translate it, then comment that and we're going to try and figure out what the map is actually trying to tell us. Then onto the desk, we've got this red phone, and in the previous video of me going inside some of the bunkers, we found these red phones scattered around. On this phone, it has the number 53125. There is also a photo of someone else, not too sure who that is exactly. Then we have all of these photos around the wall. Can't quite make it out what it's actually trying to tell us really, but here's some close-ups of them. Moving over a little bit, we can see more photos where it's showing us these vehicles carrying rockets. These are actually scattered all around the map. You can just find these anywhere. And weirdly, there's a photo of Farah here too. Not too sure why. Then we have this massive board here, which I think is a very, very key thing here in all of these shacks. There's a few of them. I'm going to go over it. But on here, it's got all of these random words like abduct, abort, action. And these words have 4 numbers relating to the word. So I'm pretty sure we're going to have to uncode this. And you will see in the next shacks more stuff like this, where we're obviously going to have to try and combine them together to figure out some sort of code. You know, we're gonna have to decipher what it actually means. But the next keypad door that you can't get into is actually at the farmland area. It's just under this staircase. It's actually quite hidden. There is also another board with the alphabet 2 numbers, like on the other shack where we had the words combined into the numbers. I'm sure these both relate to each other, and we're gonna have to figure out something, like we're gonna get given some sort of code, and then on the table there is a note saying code word with a question mark. So we pretty much know we're gonna have to figure out some kind of code word, whether this is to launch the nuke or something else, whether this is a step in the Easter egg. At the note on the top it says location-based polygrammatic substitution grid. Then it has the quarry already written on it, or maybe we're gonna have to get a code word, figure out the next location or something like that. Moving over onto the next table, there is another note with some elements written onto it, like magnesium hydroxide, and at the bottom you can tell someone is trying to figure out the element of some sort. It's already been filled out with 2 letters, which is Y and H, and I'm guessing we've got to figure out some kind of element here. I'd love to know what you guys have in mind about this. There is also a monitor that has a bullet shot through it, so not too sure what that means. I did also go to a shack that's located near the prison, but it's exactly the same as it was before. It just has the RCXD and old Black Ops looking computer stuff. As of now, I'm pretty sure that these are the only shacks that are around that you can't get into currently. There are other ones located around the map with keypads, but you can just walk into these, so don't know exactly why they'd have a keypad on them, but I'm sure as the updates roll out, we're going to sort of understand why or what they're actually used for. So as of right now, we know the red phones are something to do with the Easter egg, and we also know that we're going to have to decipher some kind of code word to figure out something else, which I'm guessing will be part of the next step in the Easter egg. So I want all of you to put your heads together and try and figure out and try to think of that element, or what actually element they're thinking of, because I have absolutely no idea right now. I'm going to leave it to you guys to try and figure this out a little bit. I don't want to dive too far into it when we're waiting on the next update for the next Easter egg. So I want you guys to let me know what you actually think and try to figure out what these sheets mean, or the code word, or even that element that they were trying to figure out. What actually is it? As always guys, if you like the video, leave a like and a sub. I'll be checking the comments to see what you guys think about this whole Easter egg theory right now. It looks like there's a ton to it, and this is going to be quite complicated, so I will update you as the updates roll out with it. But as always, I'll see you guys later.